They whisper to you in the dark, don't they? The ghosts of the person you were supposed to be. They show you flashes of a life you could have, a strength you could possess, a power you could wield. And then you wake up. You wake up to the same ceiling, the same stale air, the same damn mediocrity you swore you'd escape yesterday. And you wonder why. You get what you repeat. That's not a platitude. That's a death sentence or a declaration of war. It's the raw, unblinking physics of your own existence. Every single tap on that screen, every snooze of that alarm, every time you choose comfort over confrontation. You think it's just a moment, a small, insignificant choice? Wrong. It's a brick. It's a vote. You are casting a ballot for who you will become, second by agonizing second. And right now, the count is not in your favor.
You are building your own prison with every mindless repetition. You are forging the chains with your own hands and then complaining about the weight. Distraction is the mortar. Procrastination is the steel. Comfort is the lock on the door. And then you have the audacity to be shocked when your life becomes a graveyard of your own buried potential. When you look in the mirror and see a monument to all the promises you broke to yourself. Don't you dare act surprised. The blueprint was there all along. You drew it. You get what you repeat. Your life today is nothing more than the sum total of every micro-decision, every pathetic retreat, every single instant you chose the path of least resistance. That path leads to a cliff, and you've been sprinting towards it with your eyes wide shut. There's a cosmic lie you've been sold, a sedative dripped into your soul, the lie of the quantum leap, the myth of the overnight success, the fairy tale that transformation is a lightning strike from the heavens. So you suffer for a week, you push for a month, you grind through the boredom, the pain, the absolute crushing silence of your own effort, and you see nothing. No applause, no reward, no change in the reflection. And that's the test. That is the razor wire on the fence between average and elite. Small changes often appear to make no difference until you cross a critical threshold. This is where the herd thins. This is where the weak break. Right here, in this suffocating void where effort seems to vanish into nothingness. You scream into the abyss, and all you hear back is the echo of your own fatigue.
This is the forge. The heat doesn't just shape the steel, it reveals it. It burns away everything that isn't essential. Every doubt, every excuse, every piece of you that can't withstand the pressure turns to ash. You think nothing is happening? You think your sacrifice is pointless? Every rep is a deposit. Every drop of sweat is a payment. Every moment you deny your craving for comfort, you are laying another layer on the beast that is building inside you. You can't see it, you can't feel it yet, but it is there, a tectonic plate of discipline shifting beneath the surface of your fragile reality. Most quit here. They give up inches from the seismic event just before the ground splits open and a new version of them claws its way out. Don't be most. Bleed now. Suffer in the silence. Pay the price in advance, with pain as your currency and exhaustion as your receipt. The threshold is coming, and when you finally break it, the world will stand back in awe. They will call it magic. They will call it talent. They will call it an overnight miracle. But you will know. You'll carry the scars. You will remember the cost. You paid in full, in the dark, while they were sleeping. The change will feel like it takes an eternity before it happens all at once. It's the brutal paradox of growth. It is a slow, grinding death of the old you before the sudden, violent rebirth of the new you. The process is designed to break you. It will mock your commitment. It will test your resolve in ways you can't imagine. You'll wake up some days and feel weaker than when you started. You'll be convinced you're going backward. Good. That's friction. That means you're moving.
The old you will not go quietly. It will scream. It will bargain. It will throw every ounce of its comfortable, predictable weakness at you to pull you back down. It will tell you you're being ridiculous. It will remind you of every past failure. It will seduce you with the sweet poison of just this once. That voice is the enemy.
Starve it. Let its death rattle be the soundtrack to your reps. Who do you think you are? Answer that question, because your answer is the operating system for your entire life. True behavior change is identity change. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. You can't outperform your own self-image. It's impossible. You will always revert to the person you believe yourself to be in your core. If you see yourself as undisciplined, you will find a way to fail. If you see yourself as a victim of your circumstances, you will find a way to be oppressed. If you see yourself as weak, you will find a way to break. You don't rise to the level of your ambitions, you fall to the level of your identity. Your reflection in the mirror is not just glass and silver. It's a cage built from the stories you tell yourself. And you are holding the key. So, who are you? The one who quits? The one who tries for a while? The one who needs to feel like it? Rip that name off your soul. Douse that label in gasoline and light the match. Burn the identity of the person who gets the results you currently have. It's a funeral pyre for the mediocrity you've been protecting. Write a new name, not with ink. Write it with action. Write it with blood, with sweat, with the savage refusal to be who you were 5 minutes ago.
You are not the person who struggles with discipline. You are discipline. You are not the person who tries to wake up early. You are the person who commands the morning. You are not the person who avoids pain. You are the person who hunts it down and uses it as fuel. How? The most practical way to change who you are is to change what you do. Stop waiting for the feeling. Stop waiting for the identity to descend upon you like some divine revelation. Force it. Action is the currency of becoming. Thoughts are cheap air. Desires are meaningless vapor. Your new identity is not born in your mind. It is forged in your muscles, in your lungs, in the searing burn of relentless execution. Move like the person you are determined to become. Act until the old you is so terrified of your new consistency that it can't even find its voice. Your body will send a message to your mind. Your actions will scream so loudly that your doubts will be deafened. You don't think your way into a new life. You act your way into a new way of thinking. Move, and the identity will have no choice but to follow your shadow. But you're a mess. You're chasing complexity. You're looking for the secret, the hack, the shortcut. You want the advanced tactics of a warrior when you haven't even mastered how to stand your ground. You want to optimize a machine that you haven't even built yet. Standardize before you optimize. Stop it. Stop looking for the 1% solution when you haven't even executed on the 99% of hard, boring, repetitive work. Your foundation is sand. Your basics are a joke. You want an elite life, but your daily habits are a circus of inconsistency. Show up first. Before you worry about the perfect workout, just show up to the damn gym. Before you worry about the perfect diet, just stop eating poison. Before you worry about optimizing your workflow, just do the damn work. Show up, get consistent, master the absolute crushing boredom of the fundamentals. The war is not won in the brilliant, complex strategies. It is won in the trenches. It is won by the one who does the same simple, brutal, effective thing over and over and over again with a violent consistency that borders on psychosis. Forge the weapon first. Hammer it out in the fires of daily repetition. Day after day, week after week, month after month of the same simple, powerful actions. Then, and only then, do you earn the right to sharpen the edge. Don't polish a sword you haven't even pulled from the stone. Earn it. This isn't a phase. This isn't a challenge. This isn't a diet you do for a summer body. The finish line is a lie. Believing in a finish line is how you relapse into weakness. Habits are not a finish line to be crossed. They are a lifestyle to be lived. This is a permanent war. You don't achieve discipline and then coast. You don't install a good habit and then walk away. Every day is a battle. Every morning, the enemy, the old, weak, comfortable you, is at the gates, probing for a weakness. It never stops, so you can never stop. You don't graduate from growth, you bleed for it, endlessly. You don't complete the mission, you become the mission. This is a marriage, in sickness and in health, in fatigue and in strength, till death do you part. You are either actively building a lifestyle that shatters your limits, or you are passively decorating the cage you will die in. There is no in between. And this whole time, you've been focused on the wrong thing. That poster on your wall, that number on the scale, that figure in your bank account. That's your goal. It's weak, it's fragile, it's a destination without a map. If you want better results, forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. Your goal is a wish. Your system is the machine that manufactures reality. The battlefield of life doesn't give a damn about your target. It doesn't respond to your why. It answers only to the ferocity and efficiency of your how. What is your system for victory? What is the non-negotiable protocol you execute every single day, regardless of how you feel? Feelings are traitors. Feelings are weather. Your system is the foundation of the house. The storm can rage, the wind can howl, but the foundation holds. Build a system so sharp, so brutal, so automatic that it cuts through resistance before your mind even has a chance to generate an excuse. A system that runs on discipline, not desire. A system that drags your unwilling body out of bed and into the fight. Your goal is what you see in the distance. Your system is the relentless cadence of your march. Left, right, through mud, through blood, through hell itself. One foot in front of the other, dictated not by vision, but by process. You see a successful person and you think it was a flash of genius, a moment of inspiration. It wasn't. The task of building a good habit is like cultivating a delicate flower one day at a time. Except this flower isn't delicate. It's a predator, and it doesn't grow in a pristine garden. It grows in the dirt and the dark of your own internal chaos.
It ain't pretty, it ain't loud, there is no glamour in it. It's you alone, in the dark, planting one seed of effort when no one is watching, when no one is clapping. You water it with boredom. You fertilize it with pain. You protect it from the parasites of distraction with a razor wire fence of discipline. You do this day after day, and for the longest time, it's just dirt. Nothing to show for it. Just faith in the process, a grim belief in the law of the harvest. And then one day, when the world finally sees it bloom, they'll marvel at its beauty. But you won't even be looking at it. You'll already be in the next field, covered in dirt, planting the next seed. So this all comes down to one final brutal question. Stop looking at what they have. Stop envying the outcome. That's the fool's game. It's not about the car, the body, the title. You should ask yourself, who is the type of person that could get the outcome I want? Not what would they do, who are they? What is their identity? What story do they tell themselves when nobody else is around? What is the first thought that enters their mind when the alarm goes off in the pitch black of 4 a.m.? How do they walk? How do they talk? How do they handle failure? How do they process pain? Dissect that person. Become a psychologist of the soul you want to possess. And then hold up the mirror. Are you acting like them? Are you making the choices they would make? Or are you just cosplaying as ambitious while you live every single day like the person who is destined to fail? The outcome doesn't belong to the wisher. It belongs to the identity. You are what you do repeatedly. The result is just a shadow cast by the person you have become. The war is here. The battlefield is your own mind, and the next 24 hours are the territory. Every tick of the clock is a choice, a vote, a brick. Build a temple to your potential or a tomb for your regrets. The invisible forces of your habits are either forging you into a weapon or dissolving you into dust. There is no more time for talk. There are no more tomorrows. The person you were is dead, or it is hunting you. The person you could be is waiting. But it is not waiting patiently. It is demanding a sacrifice. And that sacrifice is the comfortable, easy, pathetic person you are right now. The choice is yours. Burn the boats, start the war, dominate the invisible. Now.